Inflation in America has reached a new 4-decade high in June 2022, and the fear of hitting double figures doesn't seem like a distant reality. The US government, in its recent report that consumer prices increased 9.1% from a year earlier, which is higher than the 8.6% increase in May and the largest annual increase since 1981. This has put additional pressure on Americans, especially at middle-class households. Price increases have affected almost every aspect of the economy. The increases grocery prices over the previous year was 12.2%, which is the country's highest increase since 1979. Along with that, the prices for new cars have jumped by 11.4%, and airline fares are up 34% from a year ago. Furthermore, the demand for flats has driven rental rates above because many people are priced out of the housing market and are turning to rentals instead. In the last year, the average monthly cost of new lease increased by 14% to $2,016. As a result of the inflation unrelenting rise, President Joe Biden's approval ratings have plummeted, and Democrats' chances of winning control of Congress in November have been seriously jeopardized. The skyrocketing inflation rate in the United States is having a devastating effect on the US economy and on the lives of middle-class American families. Just decades ago, the middle class were the ones representing the American dream of an improved financial security and future. However, with middle-class lifestyle becoming increasingly expensive, that dream seems to be fading away. Since 2010, the total number of Americans in the middle class has stayed largely steady. However, the income gap in America is still widening. The financial gains of the middle class and those in the lower income households were very small throughout this same time period. In contrast to those of higher income households, which experience significant income growth, this tendency toward economic disparity is by no means new. Interestingly, American people also played some part in this. In the immediate aftermath of the 2020 pandemic, most Americans concentrated their purchasing on household goods like furniture, appliances, and exercise equipment, making their supply networks overloaded, which resulted in prices for physical products rising astronomically. However, as consumer spending has steadily turned away from these products and more towards services like travel, dining out, movies, concerts, and athletic events, these common services are experiencing some of the biggest price hikes. A bad environment for economic growth is generally created by the fall in the middle class's wealth share and the rise in income inequality. This is due to the fact that a drop in the relative income of the lower and middle income households in America have an impact on the nation's general consumption. Many economists are concerned that the Fed efforts to control inflation may lead it to aggressively tightening lending even as the economy slows down. And if the borrowing costs rise significantly, a recession might start in the next year. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please share and leave a comment. We'd love reading your feedback, and don't forget to subscribe.